Good morning. From the testway just north of the A27 at Romsey. I've just walked up from Eling Tide and now I'm turning around and walking back, and I'm making this video to join on to one that I'm going to make in a couple of weeks time, which will give you the full journey of the testway. So if I look tired, it's because I've already walked 9 miles. But it's 9 miles back to Eling Tide. I was going to walk a little bit further, but the path is closed until Monday. So I thought I'd stop here, beside the beautiful Test waterway, and this duck who thinks I'm going to feed it. Oh, wonderful. Right, I'm getting out of here before I cause any more difficulties. Ooh. Just outside Romsey. This road is possibly the most annoying part on the whole way down to Eling, and it's also quite difficult to cross, so be careful. But luckily we're not on it for very long. Very quickly we leave the main road behind. Thankfully, apart from passing under the M27, that is really about the worst bit of road walking there is. But yeah, as I say, I parked in Eling Cemetery car park, which has the advantage of being free and very close to the testway. If you were to park in Romsey and come down, there doesn't seem to be anywhere particularly close to the testway, but I'm sure that there's parking in Romsey, and the Romsey town is not too far from the testway at all. You just have to walk along that main road, which, as long as you're on the right side of it, there is a pavement, it's quite safe. But now we're in open countryside. You get far sweeping views from, I believe that's Brooklands house, and on the opposite side we have a folly on the hill for a Porset house. Apparently that up there is Yew Tree Cottage, with a rather commanding view of the countryside. There are dogs and Englishmen out in the midday sun, but the cows certainly know what to do to keep cool, hiding away underneath the tree. This is a wonderful part of the path at the moment. We've got some corn inside of us, dappled shade, nicely mown, couldn't be better. And now the nettles are closing in. This is why I will always wear long trousers. Apart from the fact that I had red hair when I had some, which tells you something about my propensity to burn. From Norcroft down to Longbridge Farm, you've got about a mile of road walking. It's not a busy road, there's no pavement, and I haven't felt unsafe. And if you keep your eyes open, you could be rewarded, especially at this time of year, with blackberries. Wonderful, not just pigs, but piglets. Ah, lovely to see. Not really surprising when there's this many trout about. This sort of bounty has got to be worth a stop in anyone's book. Look at those blackberries. I think I might have to pick a few of these. Back onto the River Test. Who could tire of a view like that? A lot of the Testway is this type of path, which is really easy to walk on. You don't know how much of a relief this old path that's been turned into a tunnel by the hedges is in the heat. This is a real joy at the moment. Both sides of this path is old hazel stools from coppicing days. So if you did need a walking stick, you could always pick one up here. After the wood, after Longbridge Farm, you've got a little bit of road walking and a bit of detour through a road traffic tunnel under the M27. So if you're looking for a 8-mile walk from Romsey, I would probably turn around in those woods. Maybe stop, have a sit down like I did, lovely and cool, and then head back. Because the next mile after there, it's road, it gets a bit noisier, and the bridge going underneath the M27, not my favourite. There are some big trucks. There are some lovely little cottages on this path, but you can hear the M27. Horse seems more concerned by me than he does by the traffic of the M27. As you can see, this particular path has no footpath here. Once under the M27 and onto the other side, and you start moving away from the M27, the sound quickly decreases, or I've just got used to it. And actually you're on a lovely path, another dappled shade path. This is the only style that I've come across today. It's dead easy. Signage is good. This is a little over 2 miles outside of Eling and the end of the Testway. Based on the fact that my watch is saying that I've minus 30 feet below sea level and I'm walking on these things, I'm guessing in winter this is a slightly different proposition. Last year I walked the Avon Way in October in really wet weather. Had similar boarding to this and it was miserable. So I would reckon that it's a good idea to walk this in drier weather. But I must admit, this does appear to be very well maintained, unlike the Avon Way one, which stopped and started. Was probably about the best I could say about it. The Testway goes through Totton, which on the paper doesn't sound like a great idea and much fun. But actually when I came here this morning, I didn't find it too bad. I have to say the end of the Testway is far better than both the Itching, which if you watch my video I think I make my view on that one very clear, and also the Avon, although that may have been tempered by the fact that I was very wet, and luckily there's no video of that one. Just walked through Totton Centre, wasn't too bad. There's a park you walk through, there's quite a few shops if you fancy some refreshments. Yeah, all in all not too stressful. The pedestrian crossing on the A35 is a genuine lifesaver. I think without it you would probably die crossing that road. I always feel guilty pressing a pedestrian crossing just for me, but you really have no alternative at that place. Traffic is just too much. On the map I didn't really clock that the test way goes round the outside of the housing estate at Eling, but what it takes you through is this lovely wildlife area. Really nice. Right, I'm just walking up to the end of the test way for this day, and it's been really enjoyable. As I say, I walked from Eling Cemetery car park up to the mill at Romsey, turned round and I've walked back, and I'm just about to walk to the end of the test way. I can only hope that when I walk the other part of it, from Inkpen down to Romsey in a few weeks' time, that I find it as enjoyable. I would thoroughly recommend it. If you fancy an 8-mile walk, you can either walk from Eling up to the M27 and back, or from Romsey down to the M27 and back. Given the choice, I'd probably walk from Eling up, free parking, and it's, I would say, slightly prettier, but either way it's very good. If you like, please like down below, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. I'll just walk down to the end, take a few shots. Until next time, keep safe.